Hello there, my loves. It's me. It's your Uncle Jimmy, and it's Monday, so I thought I'd pop on again and tell you what's coming up this week. I've just come back from my job. I don't normally record at this time. I'm a bit frazzled. I always get a bit frazzled after driving because there's no air conditioning in the car. My boss doesn't care about me or the passengers. No, there's no air conditioning, so I've got a taxi arm. I've got a brown arm here and a pale, flimsy noodle on the other side, but there we are. Anyway, so yes, what's coming your way this week? So, let's begin with Wednesday, Wonky Wednesday. So, this time, I've got something a little special for you, my loves, and it's a medley of Beach Boys tracks that I've sung. Slightly drunk over the weekend. Apologies in advance. So this is off the back of Brian Wilson, of course, passing away unfortunately on Friday, and because of that, we watched Love and Mercy, a film, a biopic of his some of his past from the 60s and then further forward in the late 80s or early 90s, about his kind of incarceration or his subjugation by his doctor, keeping him sedated. It was very unpleasant. But anyway, so after that, I thought, right, I'm going to sing some songs. I don't sing them very well. It's an unholy rendition of some of these songs, but I'll give you a small clip in a moment and you can decide whether or not you want to watch it or listen to it rather. I should warn you though, if you're listening on headphones, beware, because I almost blew my left eardrum whilst editing it. I've reduced the volume slightly. Let's just say it gets, well, there's notes that come out of my throat that were never imagined by the Beach Boys, let's put it that way. Anyway, check this out.
Wow, wow, we always take my car 'cause it's never been beat, and we never miss, yeah, with the girls we meet. None of the guys will see it 'cause it wouldn't be right to leave your best home from all of that.
Yes, I've just saw what you've just seen, my loves. It's borderline demonic. Apologies, but there we are. That will be on Wednesday. On Thursday will be the usual live stream at 8 o'clock GMT, my loves. And this week the theme will be 1950s. This was suggested by a regular to the channel, Pip Boykin. So he said, why not just settle for the 50s? Let's make this interesting, my love. So if you want to come along, make sure you prepare yourselves for this, if you will. So anything from the 1950s, I'm going to extend it slightly. So the long 50s, we'll call it. So anything from the late 40s, if you want to go back that far, or early 60s will be permitted. Of course, you may also bring to the table anything that's more contemporary, if you wish, as long as it relates in some way to the 50s. So there we are. Prepare yourselves for that. Okay, so, and then on Friday, there's either going to be a book haul video. I haven't done one yet, but I might do it. I've got 2 sets of books. I've even got a mysterious cardboard box that came in the post from our own dear Sephiros. He's given me a load of his old books. So I might do that at some point. It might be that, or I've got another collection of books that I got ages ago. So it might be that, or I might do a book review. I've got 2 more books waiting in the wings to be reviewed. So something will be happening on Friday. So there we are. That's the week ahead. Okay, the last thing is I thought I would introduce you all to another YouTuber. Some of you may already know of this chap. He doesn't know me and I don't know him. I've just followed him for a couple of years and I always find him really peaceful to watch and to listen to. And it's Malcolm Guite. He's an English doctor, a professor, if you will, he's a poet, a writer, a pipe smoker. He's also a priest. He likes drinking ale and whiskey, but he loves his Tolkien. So if you're a a fan of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and various other works by Tolkien, there's lovely videos where he reads passages whilst puffing on his pipe.
Gosh, it's hard even to see where my flame is. Well, that's drawing very smoothly and beautifully. I've never had a churchwarden quite like this. This is almost worthy of the description of the pipe that we're told Bilbo goes when he's standing smoking. It goes all the way down to the curly hair on his feet.
Now, there's little in the world that's more peaceful than watching an old man smoking a pipe, especially one that's so intelligent as this chap. He seems a really nice man. But there we are. That's something. I'll put a link down below if you want to check him out. But there we are. I think that's the end of this, my loves. The only other thing to say is, look, I've moved this canvas. I've moved it over here. It's still drying. It's still bloody wet. I tried to move it by myself. I should have got Vanessa to help me, but because I've got my terrible wrists, I thought, no, but I can't. I've got to try at least to do it on my own. And what did I end up doing? I hurt my fucking wrist. I mean, it's quite a heavy canvas, but I was moving it. I just slightly moved my wrist in a tiny little way that it didn't like, and then it was hurting all fucking day. Luckily, it seems to be behaving again now. But this is the way I've got to live these days. But when something like this happens, I study what happened. So the specific movement that caused that injury or temporary pain, a day of pain, I study it so I won't replicate it. So there's lots of things now that I've learned to do where the wrist won't hurt. But I think where moving a fucking great canvas like that's concerned, I will need help. Occasionally you do need to ask for help, and you have to be... You've got to swallow your pride. I think that's what I'm trying to say occasionally. So there we are. Canvas has been moved. Big news, my loves. Right, let's leave it there. Thank you for watching if you have, and I hope to see you on one of these future videos this week. Right, cheerio, my loves, and see you soon. Cheerio.